Zoe's Treasures, where the vibe is vintage. Buckle up.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I'm Tracy. This is Zoe's Treasures, and I am here with my husband, Noel. Good morning, Southern Charm. And thank you, was it Princess Catherine, for sharing the show. I appreciate that. Hello, Colleen. See a bunch of people. Revival Gala. Good morning, Taco Cat Lady. Cynthia, how is everybody doing today? Random Monday, so I've got things in the shop as normal, and we're just going to pull stuff. So we'll just get right into it this morning. Let's see what we have to start with. Let's start small. Let's start with this little piece of pottery here. Look at this adorable little piece. It is blues and browns. It is signed on the bottom. It was probably a studio piece. Somebody probably made it. Nina made it. But I really like it. Let's see here. I love the mix of the browns and the blues. 4 inches in diameter. Remember, everything is free shipping. And if you buy 3 or more items, you will get a coupon in your box for any future show to use. And that is up and going. I am still trying to wake up and drink my coffee this morning. I don't know about you guys. Good morning, Reptile Guy. How are you? And Colleen, thank you so much. That is going to you.
Thank you.
I think we're just work on one shelf at a time. We're just going to go through one shelf at a time. Been up since 3:30 in the morning, Taco Cat Lady. That sounds painful. I'm sorry about that. All right, we have a little piece of milk glass. I picked up a huge milk glass collection, so I have a few pieces today, and you'll be seeing it in upcoming shows. So if you are a milk glass collector, if there's something specific you want, let me know. I may have it because I have about 20 or 30 pieces sitting over there. But we have this little tray. I like the scalloped edge on this. It is Westmoreland with the grape and leaf pattern. It is 8 inches long. And that one is up and going. I love the classic look of milk glass. S-Fish, good morning. Welcome in, Mary and Jennifer. Thanks for looking at that one. We have these 2 pieces here. So these are really cute. I'm almost 100% sure that these are copper. So they're 2 little copper cups with handles. And you get the cute little lids on top. They are in really good shape. Not many dings on there. There is some tarnish, which, you would expect. Good morning, I Love Discounts. Are you having a show this morning? And then you've got this one. So, this one here, this is the one that has a call out. Let me see. This lid. This has a call out. There is a split right there. Yeah, you can see it on screen. So there is a split right there. And it looks like one almost starting there. These would look great at Christmas time. What do we do? What season are we getting into? Is bottle brush tree time. So pretty soon we'll be sticking bottle brush trees into everything. The race is on to see if to see if you make it on time. You can do it. Let's see. Oh, you got 13 minutes. You're good. Thank you so much for your bid. And Southern Charm, that's heading to you.
Thank you.
All right. This was a last minute grab this morning. I threw it into the auction at the last minute. I think this is a beautiful bowl. First of all, look at how it sits like this. And you turn it around and you get to these gorgeous flowers on the outside. It is in mint condition. Beautiful florals on the inside. It is made by, I can't read it. It's made in West Germany. And it says something America on there, but it down here it says West Germany. Let me just give you a quick measurement since I didn't list anything. 9 1/4 inch diameter on that. Oh, wrong dollar amount. You guys aren't going to pay that. There we go. All right, that's up and running for $8. I typed in 88. I'm like, yeah, I don't think nobody's going to pay the $88 for that one. Thank you so much for your bids. I appreciate it. If you are just joining, it's Random Monday. I have 2 cabinets full of stuff behind me. We're just going to go through it. Dana, thank you so much. That is heading to you.
Thank you.
I do have stuff in the bin, and we do free shipping. All right. We're going to, like I said, one shelf at a time. We're just going to clear the shelves here. All right. This one, Southern Charm, you bought the matching vase the other day to this one. This is the powder jar. So this is an antique powder jar. Has 3 pieces to it. It is in perfect condition. The whole set for $8. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Speaking of whole sets, I do have, I don't know if anybody's familiar with the pink azalea, the Noritake pink azalea. I have an extensive set of that in my china cabinet that I am going to start to liquidate through. So if anybody's interested, shoot me a message because I would be happy to make deals on like a lot of pieces at once. So you have the inner part here because this is a powder container. And it needs a little cleaning. And then you've got the actual powder jar itself. The stamp on the back says Madrid. So you've got your powder part that goes in there. You can kind of see how that goes. And then you've got this. And it's just beautiful. And oh, if I turn it over, hold on. There you go. That says Madrid on it back there. Well, we're going to go ahead and get that going. I don't know why my husband's shaking his head at me this morning, but he is. Thank you for your bid, Southern Charm. And that is heading to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We had such a busy weekend of shows. I am still packing. I was packing yesterday. So anything up through Saturday is going out today. Anything purchased yesterday is going out tomorrow. So I'm still trying to get all my packing done. I know, they do. He's constantly, he'll sit there and he's like this all the time. I'm like, what am I doing now? Okay, this is a Hager. Beautiful Hager planter. I love the green. I've been into green lately. I keep saying it. It has a great like speckled pattern on there. We do have the Hager mark on the bottom. It's hard. I know it's hard to see. It does say it's stamped Hager USA right there. You've got your top. Probably has been used as a planter, but it's still fairly clean in there for having been used. That's right. We're going to just fire him. And that one is up and going. Beautiful piece of Hager pottery. His graphics are too, yeah, I guess I can keep them around for the graphics. Thanks so much for looking at that one. I have a couple pieces of pottery today, but oh gosh, my hair is just all in my face. I cannot stand that. But all different types of pottery. So this is a really unique piece signed by the artist. It is very rough. This is not a glazed piece. It would look great as a console bowl. The inside almost has like a palm tree type look to it going on there. And then you have the back. Nice and, like I said, unglazed, gives it a really different type of look. And I don't know if you're going to be able to pick that up, but that is the signature of the artist right there. Very unique piece on this one. A little rough looking by design, 12 inches in diameter. Lovely. Oh, it's actually, it doesn't weigh it. So I use one weight, and we can talk about that for a second here. I use one weight for all of my auction items because I do free shipping. So everything for me is set at 1 ounce, and then I adjust it before I ship. So I'm paying exactly what I need to pay. But thank you on the box. I love it too. I had one like it. I sold it, and then I found one of my favorite sellers. I saw that he had it, and not the same one, but picked it up again. So, all right. And you know what's really cool about this? I don't know. Can you do the overhead camera real quick? Check this out. It opens up, and it's like this is an antique piece, and there's a mirror. Yeah, you can see the mirror on that side. How cool is that? I should keep little goodies in there. I should keep like snacks. If I ever do really long shows, we'll put snacks in there. All right. I guess we're just going with overhead. We have a beautiful piece of milk glass here. This is Westmoreland. Thank you. Westmoreland, 6.5 inches tall. Nice thick planter. But I think you could use this for anything. Again, look, Christmas tree. We're getting there. You're going to hear it. It's going to be nonstop. You're going to get so sick of hearing Christmas trees on whatnot. Just give it another couple of months. Grape and leaf pattern. Little pedestal base there. We do have the Westmoreland mark on there. I can feel it with my finger. My old eyes might not be able to see it, but I can definitely feel it. And that's going now. Pretzels, some hummus. There you go. Hey, I actually have a perfect tray to put pretzels and hummus on. Let me tell you, it's coming up soon. Can I tell you carefully? Oh, thank you so much, Coach. I appreciate that. Southern Charm. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mondays are kind of, we do some curation. I mean, I do pick out things that I like. Mondays are a little more random. Sometimes I have some odd stuff on Mondays. Today, we have a lot of china and pottery, it seems like, with a mix of a few other things. So this is a gorgeous, gorgeous celery dish. This is a gorgeous celery dish. But of course, we don't need to use it as a celery dish. It would be a beautiful vanity piece on your vanity to keep your jewelry or whatever in. And there's a maker's mark. It is in mint condition. This one is made, I'm guessing England, but I can't read it. It's either England or Austria. Those are the two common ones. And that is 11.5 inches. And that's up and going. I'm over here stealing sips of coffee while these things are running. I still haven't made it through my first one yet. 1070, absolutely, we can take a look at that. And Dana, that is going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Put a sticker on there, make sure I'm getting my numbering right. I made a rookie mistake the other day, you guys. Let me just check out what 1070 is, and I can grab that while the next auction is running. I'll tell you about my mistake I made. All right, yep, I'll grab 1070 out in just a second. So we did a raid train with, it was junk jar raid train. And I had various weights. I'm used to only using one weight, but I had various categories. And I just labeled everything 1 through whatever it was without remembering that if you use various categories, your numbering gets off. So I spent a little time rewatching my show yesterday. All right, look at this little England piece. It is so stinking cute. I don't know if this is like a tea or an espresso cup, but it's definitely a cup. I love the pink and gray, and it has the little, like, people, almost to me reminds me of a Mary Poppins type look to it. It does say made in England on the bottom, but I don't know what company. And then you get the little saucer that goes with it. And while that's going, I'm going to grab that other item. And Coach Constance, thank you so much. That is heading to you. All right, so we had a request for 1070. That is this beautiful piece right here. We'll go ahead and just pin it up. You can, if you are interested, you can purchase it by the listing that is on there. Can the saucer be a cover? We'll check that out. I am not sure. So here, this is 1070. This is Italian pottery. And it looks like a little like cafe, which I just think is so adorable. It is beautiful gray, which is very unique to see that gray color in pottery. And it does say Italy on the back. Italy 5007. And so, you know what, we're going to go ahead and give that a run really quick. And that one is up and going. That is 8 inches square. Oh, thank you so much for your purchase on that one. I think it can be a look at. I guess you could. I mean, I don't know. I guess you could. Either way. All right. Let's see what we're going to do next. This is a little bit newer of a piece. This is Feltzgraf. I was going to say Temptations. It's not. It's Feltzgraf. I am never, ever, or not never. I am always amazed at the various Feltzgraf pieces. The patterns never stop. They just go on and on and on. And this one's really pretty. So it's a little bit more modern Feltzgraf, but you've got a divided dish there. This would be great for your pretzels and hummus right here. And I love the blues and the creams in there. So pretty. Yeah, and that is going down. And that's a good length too. That's about 14. Yeah, 14 inches. Look at that. I'm actually getting good at estimating now. Thanks for looking at that one. Do I have any MCM fans? We have a George Briard, who, if you're familiar with MCM or collect MCM, you know he was a famous MCM artist, maker of multiple things. And so we have a George Briard ice bucket here. It is a plastic ice bucket, which was characteristic of the times. We do have the Briard signature there on the bottom. This ice bucket is in perfect shape. We have your clear glass lid, and it is nice and clean on the inside. So a really neat MCM piece if you are a collector of any kind. And coming up, I'm going to be doing with Daisy Lane. I don't know, I didn't see her if she was in here or not, but she is doing a man cave. I don't know the proper name. I will find it out. But it's basically like a man cave style raid train. And I have some glasses, MCM glasses that match this. So really cool barware set that will be coming up on her raid train. All right. We have a little decorative plate here. It's almost Christmas. I hate to say it's almost Christmas, but goodness, the kids go back to school like next week. So we have a beautiful cardinal, which always makes me think of Christmas. Nice decorative plate. This would be a great one to change out like on your plate wall as the seasons come and go. On the bottom, it says Shenandoah Valley of Virginia. I like that it's square. It's about 8.5 inches. And we're going to go ahead and run that one. And that is up and going. Wow, they already went to school Friday. I guess they do start a little bit earlier down there, don't they? Thank you so much for your bid. So my daughter, we pulled her out and homeschooled her for 8th grade last year. She's going into 9th this year. Dana, thank you so much. She's going into 9th after being homeschooled for a year. So this is a big deal for her. And she starts the week after next, actually. Not next week. Sports practices start, and then the week after school actually starts for us here in Pennsylvania. All right. We have some of printer tray things here. I have 2 things for your printer trays or your smalls decor, whatever you would put it in. So I have 3 little pottery pieces here. And surprisingly, for how tiny this is, it is really heavy. So we have this little guy, and it's almost like a spongeware, like a little spongeware. We have this little pottery vase, and then we have a little blue one, and they're all in great shape. There's no markings. I don't know who makes them, and they're anywhere from 2 to about 2.5 inches tall. And you're going to get all 3 pieces. You get 3 pieces in that one, and that is up and going. Thank you so much for your bid. And Southern Charm, that is heading to you.
Thank you.
And I have one more printer tray little decor pieces here. So we have a little vase. I like this one's little sticker stuff, but look at how it has, I don't know if you can see it, maybe on the other camera when we move it, but it has like a little, like the blue glaze could kind of drip down. I thought it was really cute. And then we have a little crock How adorable is a baby croc, the little one. On the bottom it says 1971. Somebody kind of engraved there on the bottom. Nothing on the bottom of that one. So you're going to get those 2 pieces. And those are up and going. Oh, there you go. Now you can see it. I love that little drip down there. I think it is so cute. I have never seen a croc that little. And Southern Charm, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have another piece of pottery here. This is a more of a unique piece. I like the top. I'm going to show you the top. Kind of reminds me of a like an Aztec type look to it with the blues and browns. But look at the shape of that top. It's like a square. So we have a round vase, pottery vase, fully glazed on the inside. It was a studio piece. It is signed by the artist on the bottom. I don't know who made this. I can't read it. Alec, I think. But I like how the top is square when the rest of it is round. 8 inches tall. And that is going down. The blues on that are really pretty. Welcome in if you're just joining. My name's Tracy. This is Zoe's Treasures. And if you weren't familiar with us, we do free shipping. So anything you buy in the auction or the shop, the buy it now, is free shipping. All right, we have another vase here. This one's Italian. It's another Italian pottery piece. So it's not a vase, it's a pitcher, but you can use it as a vase. So you've got that great handle going on. The oranges and the blues and the yellows, so pretty. Like the decorative, you've got crosses and birds. We do have, it says Italy there on the bottom with a little, probably the maker's signature. Fully glazed, nice and clean on the inside. And we're gonna get that up and going. Let me just real quick, height on that's about 6 inches. And that's going down. I love the shape of the top of the pictures. You guys are unlocking the hummingbird tier. If you are unlocking your tiers, don't forget to go up and grab your coupons from the crown up at the top. Thanks so much for looking at that one. And on the tiers, if you get to the top 3, which are Cardinal, Hawk, and Owl, I think are our top 3. I only created the names. I should remember, but I don't. Cardinal, Hawk, or Owl. If you get to any of those top 3, you will be have special access to a member rewards only show on the last day of the month. Actually, this month it's going to be on the 30th, not the 31st, because we have Battle of the Best on the 31st. All right. So we have a Longaberger pottery. Some of you collect Longaberger baskets. Maybe you want to add some pottery into your basket collection. So this is a Longaberger. We have, what is it? There looks like some bees on there, maybe a dog. I think that's what that one is. Nice and clean. We do have Longaberger mark, and it says 1981 there on the bottom. Stands about 4 1/4 inches tall. I didn't know they made pottery until recently. A little bit before I found this piece, I found out that they made pottery, only because there's this little like, it's not a resale, it's like a little consignment store that I go to. And there's a lady in there who does a lot of baskets, and there happened to be a piece of pottery. And I was like, whoa, what's that? So thank you so much for your bids. I got to show you guys Battle of the Best. Anybody else here on Battle of the Best? Lake Erie Vintage, that's heading to you. Anybody else doing Battle of the Best this month? Why are you rolling your eyes at me? Yeah, I don't know what I do to him. I don't know. But I do need to, I got to show you one of my items. I actually have a set, but in a little bit, I'll show you. All right. This is another little piece of pottery. I told you I had a lot. I got a big lot of pottery from an auction. Let me get my tag. I'm trying to pull my tag off so you can actually see the bottom of this thing. All right. This is so pretty. This is like a baby blue, almost like a Tiffany or a sky blue. Really pretty little one. What does it say on the bottom? Nothing. It says nothing on the bottom. Just an adorable, tiny little blue vase. I love the softness of it. 3 1/4 inches tall. And that's going for just $5. Baby blue with those little dark blue speckles in there. Adorable. Thanks for looking at that one. All right. This is a little bit detour from the pottery here. Look at this glass. Now, I love the optics. I don't know how it's coming across. We'll do it on the other camera. The optics in the stem is absolutely stunning. This is probably a champagne glass, but it would be so cool with some glowy marbles in there, or any type of marble. Something that glows would be just beautiful in this glass. So let's turn it like this to see if we can see those optics. This does stand 8 inches tall, but all that glass in there, that swirl is inside that stem. It is just stunning. And that's going now. I guess before we start saying we're going to put trees and everything, we have to do pumpkins. We have to put pumpkins and everything. I'm already starting to see that pop up. Thanks for looking at that. Oh my gosh, are you guys noticing too? What is up? I am seeing such a trend of butter pats, which are cool because we all love butter pats. But of so many people selling coasters and calling them butter pats, it's starting to drive me insane. I sit there and talk. Do you guys do this? Do you talk to Whatnot like they can hear you? I do it all the time. All right, so we have, let me get my inventory tag off. Okay, this is a beautiful platter. You know I love. Do you? Yeah, I talk to Whatnot all the time, and so I saw somebody, and I'm not going to call out any sellers in particular because I've seen this on 3 or 4 different shows, selling coasters and they're all like, "Oh, check this butter pat out," and I'm like, "It's not a butter pat." I'm sitting there, I'm like, "Okay, just calm down, Tracy." So, anyways, we have a gorgeous platter. You know I love my platters. You can use them for anything around the house. This one is nice and thick. Very thick ceramic or stone type of stoneware. It is in mint condition, 12.5 inches by 9 inches. And that is going now. Thank you so much for your bid. And Dana, that is coming to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know I can't do anything with pottery without having some Mexican pottery in there. Look at this beauty. This one is from Mexico. This is an older piece. So this isn't your classic like Tonala or Talavera. This is just true Mexican pottery. Probably would have been used for cooking of some sort. So I love the coloring on it. We do have, there it says Mexico on the bottom. And then it is fully glazed on the inside, so you could use it for food use. That is diameter, 7.5 inch diameter. And that is up and going. Thank you for your bid. Southern Charm, heading your way. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, look at this piece. Let me put this away. All right. Look at this beautiful piece here. This is stained and crazed and ready to hang on your wall. It is not your typical round plate. Look at the edges. How great would this be to add to your gallery wall? And with that staining and crazing. And it is already has your hanger on there ready to hang up. So just a gorgeous antique looking piece. I don't know if it's antique. We're probably bordering on it. Something Hamilton maybe is the name. I can't quite make it out. But the staining is to die for on this one with that crazing. It is about 9 by 9. And the best part, somebody already did the work and it's ready to hang up. Or as you can see, if you don't want to hang it, it sits perfectly fine. Thank you for your bids. And Southern Charm, that's heading to you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
We have another piece of pottery here. This is, and I couldn't quite, I was trying to research this. I didn't get a lot of information on there. Says Steuler, Stuhler, and then there's another name under there I can't read. But I thought the design on this, the pattern was really unique. This would be a great shelf sitter. This would look really good on top of some books. There is marks on the bottom. I cannot make it out. And that's the original tag that I was just reading to you. So a smaller opening, but I think this one would be a great one for like to set on books. It's about 5.5 inches tall. And that is up and running, like the grays in that. Thank you so much for your bid. And Janelle, that is going to you. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go back to some porcelain here, and you have unlocked the Blue Jay tier. So this is my favorite. Well, the predecessor, not predecessor. What comes after? Its predecessors before the antecessor. This is Noritake. I love Nippon. This one's Noritake. So this is old or newer Nippon. So we have beautiful hand painted pedestal bowl. Look at that. I love how that sits. You've got your two handles. It is in mint condition. This is probably about 1950s. Just kind of judging by the maker's mark there on the bottom. It is there. So it says Noritake there. Absolutely gorgeous piece. And those are all hand painted. And usually you'll see this is a very, very minor paint wear, but usually you'll see like the gold is really wore off. This one is in stunning condition. And I'm Mary Closet. Thank you so much.
On its way to you.
All right, where are we next? How about another platter? Oh, this one has crazing and staining. On the back, this one says, where is it made from? Get my inventory tag off. I do not know where this one was made from. Sieverts, maybe it says SEVA something, is the mark on the back. Staining galore on this. This whole thing is stained up and there's crazing throughout. It is beautiful with those purple flowers. No chips on here, just beautiful crazing and staining on this one. This is like the perfect platter. It is 15.5 by 11.25. This one is a little bit oversized. And that is up and going. I am in love with the look of this one. Just the right amount of staining and crazing. Thank you so much for your bid. And Southern Charm, thank you.
Thank you.
We have another piece of pottery. This one's a little bit different looking. So if you have more of a tropical decor, this may go in your decor. I like how the pottery pieces have been applied. So you have more of a 3D look going on here. Very tropical look going on with this one. Double handled, no maker's mark on the bottom. I do not know how old this is. It does stand about 7 inches tall. And that one is up and going. I really do like how the leaves are on there, though. I think that's pretty cool. And Cheryl, that is going to you. Thank you so much. That was a really neat piece. You know, like every now and then certain pieces will come along. As resellers, we see a lot of the same products over and over. I mean, maybe not exactly the same, but like the same makes and stuff. But every now and then something unique comes across and they get excited about it. All right, so I have this little piece here. It is a little like saucer, or like what do they call them? The nappy dishes of some sort. I know there's a big, no, I've never had pieces to it, like a cabbage, a collection of like porcelain cabbage things. I do not know if that is part of it. It is made in England. I can't figure out who makes it. There's a stamp there. All I can read is England on the bottom. It is adorable though. Cute little, may have a little paintware going on there, but it's a cute little piece. We're going to run that for just $1. That is up and going. It is 4-inch diameter. It is not a butter pad. Thank you so much for your bids. And Leah, that is heading to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we have a beautiful teapot. Good morning. You know what? My weekend was pretty good. There was a lot of shows this weekend and a lot of packing, so that was a good weekend for me. How was your weekend? All right, look at this. You can't go wrong with your classic teapots. Beautiful little purple flowers on there. I could not find any chips or cracks on this one. Usually you'll see them around the lid. We have some paper stuffed in there. That I'll come out and put brand new paper in for you. No, but usually you'll see like little chips here. Nothing there. The spout is perfect. And the bottom, Austria. Yeah, pretty sure that's an Austria mark there on the bottom. And that is up and going. Gorgeous teapot. Oh, in the 70s, that would be nice. Thanks for looking at this one. It has been so hot here. I mean, it's been hot all across the country, but for Pennsylvania, for us, it's been really hot. But I think today is going to be nice. I have to wear a sweatshirt in the house because the air, I freeze my butt off in my home. All right, look at this one. We go from those nice muted pale flowers to something bright and vibrant with this one. This is a gorgeous piece here. Love the shape of it. Love the cut, like the unique scalloping to it. But those flowers are so beautiful. It is in mint condition. Who makes this one? Victoria. And then there's other writing that's really too small for me to read. My husband says, turn it this way. And that is going for $10, up and going. Good size. About 9.5 edge to edge. I like the vibrancy of this one. The colors on there. Hi, Mary. That is going to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, I think I love all china. It don't matter. If it's china and it breaks, I like it. All right, look at this piece. This is a enamel on copper piece. This would be great for the upcoming holiday season. While it's not technically Christmas, we do have some red and greens and cream colors going on here. And I, Mary, you have unlocked the cardinal tier. So beautiful copper on enamel on brass on a little pedestal bowl. 6 inches in diameter. And that is up and running. I like bowls that have pedestal bases to them too. Just makes it more fancy. You know, it's pretty ironic for me loving china and everything breakable the way I do.
Thank you.
We eat off of plastic plates and I don't cook. Like I have it surrounding me all day long and then I never use any of it. All right. This set is a little more unique. This is Kaiser, Kaiser, made in West Germany. So you get 2 pieces to it. And this looks like it's never been used. So you get the little coffee cup here, or like an espresso size cup. And it has that really gorgeous bird on there. The other side is plain. And then you get a matching bowl to it. This one has a fish, really bright colors. You can see that Kaiser mark on the back with the original sticker. So we're going to put them side by side. You get both pieces. Isn't it cute, Eye for Beauty? Good morning. You too, Ramona, you just eat off plastic stuff, but you're surrounded by beautiful things. I was in Eye for Beauty show last night while I was packing. Thanks for looking at that. I was packing and just listening to his show, and we had a great conversation. He was giving me some critique. I did a reverse auction yesterday morning, was the first time, and we are discussing just the pros and cons of it and how it went and thoughts and ideas. So I really enjoyed our conversation. But then, like, what happened? Eye for Beauty, what happened? 1 minute you were there, and then all of a sudden, like, you were just gone. I'm like, okay. All right, this is another, I want to say Germany piece. It is Germany, and I cannot read it. I just know it says Germany. So it is a little creamer with an underplate. So green and white with some leaf design. So I guess it could be a really tiny gravy boat, or it could be a creamer. I'm going to go with creamer on this one. And that is $8. Oh, you were late for something. Oh, okay. It was a good conversation, though. I enjoyed hanging out with you last night. Thank you for sharing this stream. I appreciate it. Thanks for looking at that one. All right, we have a port wine cold packed cheese. So this is an old crock. If you like the label, if you're one of those, maybe like the advertising type labels, this is kind of cool. So it is a crock. It does open. It is in great shape on the inside. Y'all, every time I open these lids, I have a hard time getting them back closed again. So it is in good, nice, clean shape on the inside. I'll close it later. I can never close them. We're going to go ahead and run that one. It's a smaller size, about 4.5 inches tall. And that is going now. Turn it like that. It will come closed. Thank you so much for your bid. And Jen, that's going to you. Thank you. If you guys are unlocking your tiers, don't forget to go get your coupons up there. You can use them in this show or any future show. All right, we have a piece of transferware here. It has, I'm pretty sure, a pheasant, some staining going on. I like this, the pattern on this one, the bird. And it is made by, it says Indus or Indies. I think it says Indus, I-N-D-U-S on the back. So this is an older piece. I'm guessing probably early 30s. That is just an educated guess, not an exact science for me there. Oops, not that price. There we go. That is up and going. This is saucer size. It's about 7.5 diameter. I like the unique ones, like these plates that you don't see very often if you have a plate wall or some place that you're decorating, just because they're not your standard patterns. Jen, that is going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then here's another unique one. This is the second time I have come across a plate similar to this, and I am in love with them. This is the Blue Jay, and it's number B1770. I am not sure who makes it, but it is the 3D plate. So you have that Blue Jay applied to it like that. It is so neat. I think it is just such a really cool take on your standard flat plate. And let me give you a diameter. It's only about 5.5 inches in diameter. And everything's intact, no little chippies or anything. His beak is still there. It's all looking good. Thank you for your bids. Southern Charm, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we're making our way through stuff here. Okay, so this one's going to be a little higher price. This is more of a collectible piece. Well worth it. I actually have 2 of these, so if you are interested, y'all don't have to fight over it. So this is Chelsea House. So it's a Chelsea House plate, nice and thick ceramic piece. Beautiful. Let me turn it around so you can see it the right way. Palm tree, kind of tropical oasis look to it. And just look at how unique that shape is. And it does have the Chelsea House mark there on the back. We're going to put it like this so you can see it. Let me just kind of give you a size there. It's about 10 inches by about 9.5 at the widest parts. And that is going now. Thank you so much for looking at that one. All right. Here's another one perfect for the pretzels and hummus. I saw that mentioned earlier. This is a divided tray. This is out of Japan, hand painted. Beautiful. Look at the florals on that. Look at the work and even like along the rim, you have the painting there. The coloring is so great. Those oranges and yellows and blues. And you have the back. So the back is not glazed. The front is fully glazed. No chips or cracks in it. I'm guessing it's going to be about a 10.5, 9 3/4 diameter. This is a beautiful one. And that is up and going. Thanks for your bid. I would use this I'd use everything for a vanity. I would just have like so much stuff on my dresser that I do have a lot of stuff, not beautiful stuff. I have a lot of clothes that I have yet to put away piled on my dresser right now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I can't read it. Jen, that's going to you. I saw it flash and then I'm like, who was it? Who got it? All right, here is a set, amber glass set. So this is your classic chip and dip set. And look how cool this is. I cannot get over that folded in edges. How neat is that? So you get your big old chip bowl, which is just really cool looking. And then you get your little baby dip bowl that matches it. So it's such a neat set. Get both of those pieces. The big one, the big bowl, we're about a 9-inch diameter, and the little one's about a 5-inch diameter. And that whole set is up and running for just $12. Thank you so much for your bid. And Southern Charm, that's going to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. We have your classic kind of primitive, rustic farmhouse. I do not have any inkwells. I'm sorry. If any other sellers in the room, if you have inkwells, please message Totally Thrifted on the side and let them know. All right, so we have your removable chimney. So you get the glass chimney, and then you get your wood base. You can put a candle. I actually have this in my living room. I use this as decor, but I'm just changing things up. My husband saw it for sale, and he's like, "What are you doing? I like that." And I'm like, "I'm changing the decor." So that's where we're at. We're going to go ahead and get that going for $7. It's about a 7-inch wood piece there on the bottom. Thank you for your bids. And Cheryl, that's going to you. Thank you. All right, we're going to go back and just revisit a couple items before we go and raid somebody this morning. We're going to see who is on. We have a milk glass piece here. If you're just joining and you like milk glass, let me know. I have quite a few pieces. I picked up a large collection. So right now I'm just showing this little piece. Beautiful scalloped edge. I am guessing that it's not quite long enough for a celery, but I'm sure it's something along those lines. It would make a great little soap bowl or something to put next to your sink. You can hold your sponges or something in it. It is Westmoreland, grape and leaf pattern. Cheryl, thank you so much. My husband says you could put dinner mints in it. No, you didn't? Oh, somebody else said it. Oh, no, the laughing glows. Okay, that was not my husband. He was just reading the comment in the chat. Yes, dinner mints would be a good idea. Thank you for sharing who has inkwells. If you could, please just do that outside of the chat and message on the side.
Level.
All right. I have no problem with like sharing the love and letting people go around. I just don't. I like to keep that outside the chat. All right. We have a beautiful Italian. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it, Ramona. You're good. We have a beautiful piece of pottery here. This is Italian pottery. Oh, is that a chippy? A little. Oh, I just realized I'm going to knock the price down a little bit. A little chippy around the bottom rim there. You cannot see it. I just happened to feel it when I had my hand sitting there. But it is a pitcher. It is gorgeous. It is Italian. It does say Italy on the bottom of it. We're going to drop the price down because I did not feel that chippiness earlier. So we're going to run that for just $6. Thank you so much for looking at that. You see that, y'all? I kind of slid this in front of the camera. My husband's like, don't put things in front of the camera like that. We have a Feltgraf piece. This is a divided tray. So what could we put here? We could put salsa verde, and something else here, some jalapenos. There you go. You got your classic Mexican trio going on. So we have, it is Feltgraf. It is beautiful in one piece. 14 inches long. And that's going for $7. Thanks so much. All right, I think this is probably going to be our last piece, and then we're going to go find somebody to raid this morning. But I've got to show this teapot again just because it's such a classic. This may be a coffee pot. I think everything like this looks like a teapot, but so I think if they're taller, they're referred to more as coffee pots. But it is beautiful nonetheless. It is in mint condition. There is nothing wrong with it. It is Austria. So we're going to go ahead and give that a run. And that's going now. Yep, that's my inventory tag. Just ignore it. I try to remember to take them off before I send stuff. Sometimes I forget. Thanks so much for looking at that. Y'all, thank you for hanging out with me today. Please come back and see me. So this is my Monday show. My next show is Friday morning, which is our chat show. We do have a special guest coming, so we're going to have somebody hanging out with us for the show. Another seller on here, but I like to kind of keep it a surprise, so you can come and see who that is on Friday. And then Saturday, we have our farmhouse show. So please come check it out. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mama. Mama Roller. I can't say it right, but Mama. I'm going to call you Mama. Thank you. All right, you guys. Have a great week. And just hope it's good. We'll see you all soon. Let's go find somebody to raid. We are not going, as much as I love discounts, we go there all the time. We're going to try to find somebody new. East Coast Eclectic. I know we've seen Jody before, but Jody has great stuff. We're going to go see East Coast Eclectic.
Thanks for joining us. Buckle up. See you next time